league are happening all over right now, and there's so many vacancies, but there's one team that might be getting targeted more than others, and that's the Kansas City Chiefs. Last year, none of the Chiefs assistants left, none of the Chiefs front office guys left. It looks like this year might be the season it happens. I want to empty the notebook and explain to you who some of these Kansas City executives and coaches are and where they might end up coaching next year. Let's start off with Eric Bieniemy. He's the name everyone wants to hit, and he might be the belle of the ball this entire coaching search time. Bieniemy, this is his third year as the offensive coordinator. The Chiefs have had 2 number 1 ranked offenses under him. Obviously, has a Super Bowl ring. Beloved by the organization, beloved by players. Last year was passed over for a head coaching gig. We know he's going to interview just about everywhere. The question is, who is going to make the offer? And if multiple teams make the offer, where is he going to go? This is his 8th season under Andy Reid. He previously was the running backs coach back when Jamal Charles was a superstar, and then Kareem Hunt had his NFL leading rushing season.
Putting the work in, Shregs.
He's put the work in. EP has been there. He's also had a 9-year playing career, of course, with the Chargers, the Bengals, and the Philadelphia Eagles. But it's not just Eric Bieniemy from the coaching staff of the Chiefs. Mike Kafka, the quarterbacks coach and the passing game coordinator, is getting looked at for head coaching positions. This is a guy who was promoted to quarterbacks coach in 2018 after Matt Nagy left and took the Bears job. Kafka played in the NFL with the Eagles, the Vikings, and the Bucks. He's another young guy, 30 years old. Mike Kafka.
There he is.
Remember, met Northwestern, of course. Played in many big games for the Wildcats and then went to the Eagles as a backup. Now he's viewed as an offensive visionary. He's been the one who has been working with Mahomes very closely, the quarterbacks coach in Kansas City. If you are looking to go for the young splash, it might be him. And Nate, there's a personal connection for you. In 2012, the NFL had a broadcast boot camp at Mount Laurel at NFL Films. Michael Robinson, our colleague, was there. Nate Burleson was there. Mike Kafka attended that as the same part of the broadcast boot camp with Nate and Mike Robinson. Kafka was there. Maybe he's going to go into broadcasting. Instead, he links up with Andy Reid, and now he's one of the hottest young coaches in all of football. He might be a head coach as soon as next year.
Yeah, we were thinking about creating a show called The Kafka Math.
The Kafka Math, that's so good.
Wow.
That's so good.
No promos.
No promos, but it is not just the coaching staff, because they have the best front office in all of football. You've got Brett Veach as the general manager, but there are so many young lieutenants around Veach, and they are all being looked at right now. With 7 general manager jobs now open, don't be surprised if some of these Chiefs guys get plucked off. Let's get to know them. Director of Football Operations, Mike Borgonzi. That is one of them.
This is a fraternity
This is from the media guide. It is not from the. It is not from the ATO. The class picture. No, Borgonzi. This is his 12th year, all with the Chiefs. So think about this. He's been with the Chiefs all the way back to when Scott Pioli was with the Chiefs. He's been through there with Chris Ballard, and now, of course, with John Dorsey, and now he's one of the top lieutenants in Brett Veach's front office. He's held every position in that building over the last 12 years. He was a college scouting administrator. He went to the pro scouting side. He's hugely responsible for building what the Chiefs roster is today. Kyle, like you, an Ivy League player, he was an Ivy League running back during your era at Brown, a 3-time All-Ivy player at Brown from 1998 to 2001. He now, of course, is with the Chiefs.
6 degrees of separation.
Oh, yeah, a lot of
offenses too lit it up, Peter. That's
they're good.
The Chiefs. Yeah,
Big
numbers.
That's Ryan Poles right there. Ryan Poles also in his 12th season, all with the Chiefs. This is his 3rd role with the team. He went from going on the pro side. He's their college scouting director, so he's on the road. If you look at those draft classes they've had, whether it be L'Jarius Sneed, whether it be Tyreek Hill as a late-round pick, whether it be Travis Kelce as a late-round pick, Ryan Poles has been the guy on the college front. Mahomes, Kelce, Tyreek, pretty much every other homegrown guy out of college on the roster, you could take back to Ryan Poles. He was also the offensive tackle at BC for Matt Ryan. So he was Matt Ryan's left tackle back there.
All right, Kevin Bacon, keep going.
Exactly right. And the last one is a wild card pick. This is Brant Tillis right here, the Director of Football Administration. He's in his 17th year and the 11th year with the Chiefs. Let me explain Brant Tillis's.
Talks about that.
Brant Tillis handles the salary cap, the roster management from a numbers perspective, as well as a lot of other jobs, but he came from the NFL league office. He is their contract negotiator. Now, why would you want the contract negotiator as your GM? That's not... Look at the contracts they have in that building. Tyreek Hill is secured for a long-term deal. Travis Kelce just signed a huge extension. Patrick Mahomes is going to be with the Chiefs for the next 10 years. Brant Tillis worked with the agents to make those deals happen. Brant Tillis viewed as an offensive visionary when it comes to getting contracts done.
Oh.
Value, not evaluations. Those are 3 different members of the Chiefs front office who all could be general managers as soon as next year. They are that hot an organization right now, and the way their thing is built, coaches and front office execs could all be scattered across the league as soon as
They
next
better
year.
win now because they're about to fall apart.
It
Everybody's
looks
winning.
like it, right? That's what happens to the best teams, though, right?
That's exactly right. The brain drain is what they call it. They want all your best coaches and all your best executives. What you got?
I know we're tight on time. I would want to say every single thing you said